Hello everyone, good morning. So I wanted to share a little tip that I do to help separate cards that are sticky, like if they're rose petal or if they're matte cardstock, or if you get that glossy cardstock, you know, like the Syrian Starseed Tarot has a glossy cardstock, and it's like that laminated kind of feel where it gets sticky. You know, they always stick together when you first break them in. Well, I'm gonna show you a tip of what I do to get that away and like to help to get them nice and soft. So I was trying to find a deck that I didn't do it to yet because I usually do that to my decks because that's a bonding process that I like to do with my decks if they're sticky. So I use bounce dryer sheets just like this, and so Daydreamin' in Situ is a very sticky matte cardstock. So that is right here, and so you see how mine just nice glides now? You see that? It's nice. So the way that I go about doing that without powder, because I've done powder to this deck and I didn't do it because it was slippery or it was sticking together. I did it because of the smell. So if you get like an out of print deck or like a used deck and it was like smelled like cigarettes, it smelled like mildew, this is a good way to do it. So I did the powder trick that was on Google and stuff, and so it was really annoying because then I got the powder residue all over my deck, and so it caused me to not use this deck for a while. But then I had to like go and wipe it individually with a microfiber cloth and then just get it off. So I figured out this is the easiest way to do it, because then you don't have to deal with any powder, and then your deck smells really good. So pick a bouncy dryer sheet that you like the smell of. I like just the original. And this one had mildew smell on it. So it smells better. It actually does smell really good. But this one took forever to get the mildew smell out because mildew smell is really hard to get out. The best way to get that smell out is just with time. So eventually the cards will eventually kind of absorb the way where you live smells. So eventually that mildew smell will get out of your cards if you just set them. It's been like probably over a year that I set this deck, and now it smells really good. And I used the dryer sheet trick too, and I left it for like a month because it was pretty bad, but it just takes time for the smell. But cigarette smell, this is a trick that will get rid of it quickly. But yeah, I did the powdered. It's not fun to play with powder, so this is a trick that I'm gonna show you guys. That's easier, and it takes only days. Even like just a few hours, you'll notice like the friction gone. So what do? I got this deck, and I usually just take dryer sheets, and then I'll just take a few, and then I'll just wrap it like this. And I will just set them down. And you don't even have to leave it that long. You just do that, and then you could just take them out. So I just did this to, this is the Mysteries of Mary tarot deck. Mysteries of Black Madonna. And this is the only deck that I didn't do it with. This is a rose petal finish. And so I just wrapped it real quick just to show you how I do it. So I just do it like that. And like a little bit of, like just a little bit of cards, and then just wrap them. And then another trick, okay, so let's get I did this with this is the Inner Child cards. These were sticky when I got them. And another thing you could do before you do the dryer sheets is you could take a microfiber cloth and you could just wipe them. And you could like hear it squeak sometimes. So when I was first doing this, it squeaked a lot. And it softened up quite a bit. But then I did the dryer sheet thing, and it doesn't mess up your cards either. And you just see how nice it slides. It's nice. It slides really good. And then your cards smell and feel really soft and like that it just feels really good, but it works really well. Okay, and this one is like that, it's that laminated cardstock. Let me just show you. But this one stuck, like it was really hard, but now you can see that it's nice and like, it's nice and smooth, and you could see that the cards look really nice. The dryer sheets doesn't do anything, doesn't wreck your cards at all, but you see how nice and how they are soft. But this is just a faster way to get them unstuck. So you could go one by one, and you could just go like this all around, and then you turn it around, and then you do it again. And then you just do the next card. And then you could just wrap them, but you don't have to even do this. You could just wrap them with this, but it's nice to just get that extra coating off of it, you know? And then do the powder, or the bouncy sheets. Okay, so I didn't do this to it yet, so then I just did this like maybe 5 minutes ago, so we'll take it out and see how softer it is, how much softer it is. So I'm like all over the place because I'm really excited. I want to show everybody this trick. I've seen people do some powder tutorials, and I want to help you just save some time and not worry about the powder. Just do the bouncy trick. And this is a good way to bond with your decks too. And then there's that. And then you could always just go like this, because you could hear that noise, right? You could just wipe it with that cloth all around. But let's see how well this does. Yeah, so it's not bad. You see that? How nice it is already? You can see some, there's still some like little things that are stuck just a little bit because I didn't put it through every single dryer sheet, and this is good enough. This makes it work. This deck is pretty sticky, so let's shuffle it. See, it's not bad. See how they go? They're all sliding. Sorry, I don't have a better way to show you guys. But here's this one, and this one shuffles really good. See, they just drop. Nice and slippery. And then I got my Daydreaming in Situ. This one was really sticky. This is that matte cardstock. But now you see that it glides nice. Now it's very slippery. Okay. So yeah, that's all I do is I grab a piece, and then I always keep these aside. So I keep reusing them. I just keep these aside like in a Ziploc bag. And then if I get a card stock or whatever, if they smell or if they stick, I just do this, and I just grab a few cards and I do this. And then if they stink, you could leave them like this overnight and then the smell will go away. But if they don't, just keep repeating the process and it will go away. So learn from me, because I did the powder thing and it's kind of not fun to play with powder. So my trial and errors, I recommend this for you guys to do. Or you could just work with the cards a lot, but if you don't want to, like, you know, kind of get your cards all like scuffy and like, you know, the chipping because you're working with them too hard and you don't really want to break them in to get them to soften up, this is a good way to do it. Like that, and then you could just take a few and then put them underneath. Or you could just keep wrapping them up, but I don't have any, I don't want to take any more because but there you go. That's just how I do it. And then I just take them out. And you could even like lay these down on your table. Oops. Sorry, I'm just making a mess. Usually I'm a little bit more neater, but I'm just doing it. So you can just do that. See if they already softened up just a little bit. Oh yeah, they're really sliding. Yeah, they're nice and slippery now. And then you could just like lay them down. And you could just kind of like shuffle your cards down so it's like hitting the bottom. You know, and then just, you know, do it like that. But this is a safe way. I've done this to a few of my cards already, and it works a lot better than the powder. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed. That was 12 minutes of just showing you that simple trick. But anyways, yeah, let me know if you tried it and what you think. Bye!